Breakfast foods. Welcome back, guys, to another random tier list. Today we are talking about breakfast foods, as you could have probably told from the thumbnail and the video title. We're going to be talking about foods that you eat in the morning, probably, for breakfast, that first meal of the day, which so many of us actually end up skipping out on, but is actually probably really healthy. I don't know. You always hear that, like, oh, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I don't know. I guess. So we're going to go ahead and take a look. There's a wide diversity of food here, from classic breakfast entrees to things that I wouldn't really consider breakfast. And as such, guys, our tier list is going from S down to F. And then at the bottom there, not breakfast. We will be putting some stuff in not breakfast because I do not consider that item a breakfast food. Now, of course, we all eat different things in our lives and in different cultures, or what have you. So if you get offended at this because I put your favorite breakfast item somewhere else, oh well. Give me a dislike if you really feel like you need to. On that subject, guys, if you want to see more random tier lists like this, make sure you are subscribed. Lots and lots of my viewers are not subscribed, and while I do appreciate the views, the subscriptions, the likes, the comments, all of that stuff really, really does help out the channel. So if you feel like you want to watch more of these, definitely check that out. All right, time to stop rambling then. We're going to go ahead and dive into this tier list. Our first option here is deviled eggs. And deviled eggs, I don't really consider this a breakfast item. This would be more like an hors d'oeuvre, an appetizer, a kind of like a snack. You go to, I've had this at Thanksgiving. I don't know if it's technically a Thanksgiving item either, but just like a snack, you eat around lunchtime while you're waiting for that big meal, or just at a party. Now, that all said, deviled eggs is probably the only way to make eggs that I don't consider breakfast. So, with that in mind, I think I can let this one slide, and I think I can put it up here. I'm going to put deviled eggs in B tier. It's definitely more of a snack, not a full meal. I would not want a full meal of deviled eggs, but I do think they're good, and they have a very unique flavor. I know some people don't like them, and they want to put them lower. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and put it into B tier there. Next, we have fried chicken, and I know chicken and waffles is very, very popular, but to me, fried chicken, chicken strips, whatever you want to say, those are not breakfast. To me, that is not the case. If I'm going to have chicken and waffles, I actually will not have it for breakfast. I'd rather have it for lunch or dinner. So the waffles will become the lunch or dinner item, just in my brain here. Yeah, so I'm going to leave that in not breakfast, as well as a burger and beer. We see here, this is a picture of burger, beer. I see some French fries there too. That's not breakfast. Most places you can get a burger at, they start serving that around 10 o'clock, and that's, the start of lunchtime in my brain. So that is not breakfast, even though burgers are very delicious. Next, we have bacon. Bacon is an absolute S tier breakfast item. It is probably pretty unhealthy compared to some other things you could eat, but that's not what I'm ranking here. I'm ranking how good it tastes. And bacon's gonna go up there. And by the way, I'm just kind of looking at this menu. I don't think we're really gonna have anything in F tier, to be honest. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete the F tier so we can see this all a little better. Okay, so bacon S tier. Next, we have waffles. Now we have two different types of waffles here, and I'm not sure. I may be ignorant, but I'm not sure what the difference is supposed to be on these waffles. I suppose one of them could be. No, they're both waffles. I was going to say one of them is flapjacks, but I guess that is a type of pancake, not waffle. I don't know. Waffles in general, I think, are pretty A tier. I think waffles make a great breakfast item. For me personally, I would like something in addition to the waffles, though. And I guess that holds true for bacon as well. But to be honest, if somebody let me, I would probably eat just bacon for breakfast. But yeah, that might not be good for my cholesterol. Waffles, though, very, very close to S tier. For me, it's just right underneath this bacon. We'll see how it kind of ends up as this tier list progresses. Next, we have, this appears to be, and I'm going to assume it is, a breakfast burrito, some type of egg burrito. It looks like it has some meat and some pepper, some other stuff in there. I think that is an S tier breakfast item. I also see some type of drink next to it, which I am going to just ignore for now. And I'm just going to say that this is a breakfast burrito. Now, if it is not a breakfast burrito, I apologize because it is a little difficult to tell. But that looks like breakfast burrito, and I'm going to put that up there in S tier because it has basically everything you want. You get a breakfast burrito maybe with some Pancakes on the side. That's an awesome breakfast there. Kind of all these different food groups combining, giving you a nice balanced breakfast and one that tastes good too. Next, we have sausage. And I actually like sausage more than bacon, but I think bacon screams breakfast to me more than sausage does. So I'm going to go ahead and put sausage here in S tier, but I'm going to put it at the bottom of S tier. I would rather have the breakfast burrito, and I'm almost thinking about putting this burrito over bacon, but for now I will leave it here. Next we have cereal, and cereal is just a solid C tier, isn't it? It's kind of that go-to easy breakfast item. It's not bad by any means. It really, really depends on the cereal that you have, which, by the way, check the description or the iCard right now for my cereal tier list, which I think I made like 2 months ago. I'll be linking that. This is a reminder to future me to do that. So we have our cereal here. We're going to put that in C tier. Not the best. It's kind of like, nothing else to eat. Going to eat that. Depending on the cereal, it could be higher. Probably won't get much lower. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in C tier here. Next, we have a, what do you call these? Cinnabon? Cinnamon roll. Cinnamon roll. Yeah, we have cinnamon roll. Ooh. Cinnamon rolls are honestly S tier for me. Very good, very good. Over sausage for me. I'm a big fan of a lot of breakfast items, as we are seeing here. May have to move some stuff around here because I am getting some conflicting thoughts about where certain things should go. But yeah, cinnamon rolls are fantastic. Waffles, again, this is the other picture of waffles. I'm not sure what the difference is or if there is supposed to be one. But I'm going to put both of those waffles there into A tier because they are both good. Next, it looks like we have crab, and that's not breakfast. I don't know who's out here eating crab for breakfast. But this does not scream breakfast to me. Next, we have, are these crepes? Let me Google. Is this a crepe? These are not. Oh, these are crepes. Okay, so these are crepes. Crepes are B tier for me. Probably better than deviled eggs. Not quite as good as waffles, in my opinion. Next, we have rolls or bread, and that's just going to be C tier for me. Obviously, depending on what you do with the rolls or the bread, could be more exciting there, could be a higher ranking, but with just basic bread, I see bread and a fork on that plate. Gonna put that into C tier there with the cereal. I'll put it ahead of cereal. No, I'm gonna put it below cereal actually, because cereal is more entertaining with the milk. Not entertaining, but more. There's more going on than just a piece of bread. Obviously, usually you'll have your butter and jelly or whatever, but yeah, we're gonna leave that there in C tier. Next, we have donuts. I'm gonna put donuts here, probably right underneath crepes. Very similar, almost like a dessert for breakfast. Very popular. I think donuts much more popular, at least in my part of the U.S. than crepes. But I think crepes are done a little better most of the time. And donuts, they're good. They're B tier for sure. Next, we have what looks like 3 different breakfast items. Is this just talking about the classic breakfast here? Because we have a sunny side up egg, we have bacon, and we have toast. Uh, excuse me. I'm gonna put this one at the end. Actually, I'm gonna come back to this one because I'm not sure. I think it's asking me about all 3. Like, am I supposed to eat all 3? So let's see where I rank the rest of these before I get to that one. Looks like next we have scrambled eggs. This is making me hungry. Scrambled eggs, I think, is an absolute A tier starting item, a breakfast item, you could say. Honestly, could go with any of these other items. The breakfast burrito has egg in it almost all the time. Almost always it's scrambled eggs that you're going to put in there. But scrambled eggs by themselves here in A tier. My grandmother used to make these with cheese in it, and personally, when you put cheese in it, it is even better than waffles. But just regular scrambled eggs by themselves, I am going to put at the bottom of A tier. Something I am going to put at the top of A tier, though, is sunny side up eggs. I much prefer sunny side up eggs to scrambled, unless we are talking about something like a burrito. Sunny side up eggs are fantastic. They're fun to break and open and dip your toast in there. Also, you could have this on something. It's not really a breakfast item, but they did have a burger on here. So putting a sunny side up egg onto a burger, that's also something you can do. Next, we have a piece of toast with an egg in it. This looks very good. I don't really know how I can put this much lower than sunny side up. I guess I'd have to put it above sunny side up. But there's only one. There's only one egg in there. I don't know. I'm putting it here at A tier next to sunny side up. Next we have, is this French toast? It looks like French toast. Or is this French toast? No, this isn't French toast. I think this is just, no, this is just you cut out the middle of a piece of bread and then you put an egg in it, which you can do various things with. So that's A tier. So French toast is not staying there in D tier because French toast is very good. French toast is going to be up here, A tier as well, over the waffles. Though I'm not as big of a fan of French toast as I think other people are. Definitely think I'm going to have some comments on this video saying that waffles and French toast should be a lot higher. Syrup and sweet stuff just isn't my favorite thing in the world. I'm much more of a savory tasting person. The exception to that being cinnamon rolls. But yeah. Next we have something. This looks like rice. I don't know what this is, honestly. We have rice. Is that an egg roll? No. Is that a sausage? I see it sliced up a bit. I don't know what this is, honestly. We're going to put it in not breakfast. Somebody please let me know in the comment section if you know exactly what this is. I might be just having an ignorant moment where I don't know something, but I don't know. Let me know in the comment section if you know what that is. Next, we have fruit, and fruit is S tier for breakfast. Perhaps not a whole meal of it, though that wouldn't be a bad thing. But having some fruit, strawberry, apple, peach, whatever, on the side of your meal, I think is a super, super underrated choice for breakfast, and something that we should all probably try to have more often. I honestly might put it even higher than this. Is it? These S tier ones are really difficult for me right now because I feel like they could go in any order. Taking a look at this, I definitely think the burrito deserves to be above the bacon and the cinnamon as well, the cinnamon roll. And I think that the fruit should also be ahead of the meat. So I'm actually going to be moving these around like this. And we'll leave that there because we're not quite done. Next, we have pancakes. Pancakes are my favorite syrup breakfast item, I guess. Right there ahead of waffles and French toast for me personally. Probably also going to put pancakes ahead of the toast with the egg in it. I just love pancakes, and like I said, they're my favorite one to eat like that because you can smash them down and cut up a bunch of them and take a big bite. Whereas the crunchiness of the waffle sometimes prevents that from happening, depending on how it's cooked. But pancakes, waffles, they're both A tier for sure. Next, we have what appears to be a Philly cheesesteak. That's not breakfast. That's a sandwich, sir. I don't think that's breakfast. Next, we have pizza, and I don't think pizza's breakfast either. I know there is this thing of like, oh, you can have a cold pizza for breakfast or warm up leftover pizza for breakfast. And I'll be 100% honest. 2 hours ago, that's exactly what I ate for breakfast today in real life. However, I do not consider that breakfast. I don't look at myself and say, oh, yeah, here's my hearty breakfast of 2 pieces of old pepperoni pizza. I just consider myself having leftovers in the morning. So I know that line is a little vague. However, yeah, pizza, not a breakfast item in my opinion. Next, we have Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts can go into C tier. They are a very easy breakfast to have. Just grab a Pop-Tart as you're walking out the door. I usually eat Pop-Tarts in my car on my way to work. I eat them the same way I do granola bars, kind of just an on-the-go type thing. And some Pop-Tarts are better than others. Some are better with milk. Some are not good without milk. I think it's definitely C tier overall. It's not bad by any means, but I think if I had the time, I would rather have cereal. It's very similar to cereal in my opinion in taste and whatnot. You could make a case to put either Pop Tarts or cereal into B tier, but because there are so many different flavors and types, I think that'd be difficult. I think some might be up in B tier, but overall they'd be C tier. Next, we have something, and I actually don't know what this is. These look like bagels of some kind. Perhaps they are stuffed with something, or are they just bagels? No, they're not bagels. They're kind of rolled up. They look like bread. I'm going to put them in C tier next to the other bread. Please, somebody let me know in the comments if you know what these are, and if I should have put them higher, please let me know in the comment section, because I would love to learn. They don't look bad at all. I'm not sure what's going on with them more than just bread. Next, we have steak and potatoes and mashed potato, or I'm sorry, steak and potatoes and green beans and bread. This looks fantastic, but it does not look like breakfast to me. So it does look, very good, hearty dinner. Would not eat that for breakfast. I will say you can have steak for breakfast. If there was a picture here of just steak, it would be up in S tier easily. You can also have country fried steak, so regular steak or country fried steak. Both of those I think are easy S tier items for breakfast, but this picture does not look like it is focused on that. This picture looks like it is focused on the entire meal, and I don't think this meal is a breakfast item. Another thing that is not a breakfast item is ice cream. Um, yeah, I guess you can eat anything you want in the morning, but I wouldn't consider ice cream to be a essential breakfast item. Next here we have some type of pancakes, some types of flapjack pancakes. It looks like it was fried in a skillet. And I may be missing out on what's happening here. I am going to put this up here in A tier because I don't think you can go wrong with something that looks like this. However, I would love to know more about this recipe or more about this specific type of pancake, if that is indeed what it is. Please let me know in the comment section if you know. Next, we have cookies, which are also not breakfast. Same argument for ice cream. You can eat them in the morning. That doesn't mean it's breakfast. What makes Pop-Tarts breakfast? I don't know. I guess because they're made for you to eat in the morning. I guess. I don't know. It's the marketing, I think. Next, we have sushi. And while I do love sushi, it's not breakfast. Neither of these sushis are breakfast. So those would be down there in the not breakfast category. Next, we have what looks like English muffins with some syrup on top. Let me Google here English muffin. Am I getting the right thing in my brain? No, these are not English muffins. Okay. These look like bagels with syrup. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and put them in B tier here, right underneath the crepes. I'm not sure how they are different from regular pancakes and or bagels. Let me know if you know. I'm going to put down here in B tier with the crepes and donuts. I feel like it's going to be similar to that. Next, we have toast. I'm going to put toast at the bottom of B tier here. Would rather probably have toast on the side than cereal or Pop-Tarts because the toast goes better with a lot of these other savory food items. I mentioned earlier dipping it into your eggs, making a little sandwich out of it. We already see it being used up here with the eggs. Also, just having that with your bacon or sausage. I think the toast goes very well with that. And finally, we have the one I moved on. This is an entire breakfast. It looks like of bacon, egg, and toast. And I'm not sure why they made this a thing, since we already have each of these three items separately. But I suppose if my choice is between this and just having one of the items, right? So if I have just toast, just egg, or just bacon, I think this would have to be up here. It would have to be above the bacon, right? And having this meal or a cinnamon roll, that's very close, but I think I'll put this right over the cinnamon roll. So having all three of these as a hearty breakfast, that sounds pretty good to me. So I guess that's our tier list, guys. We end up putting nothing in D tier because I just really like breakfast food personally. Let me know if something should have ended up there. We had a lot of that in not breakfast, and we also had some stuff I didn't know what it was. So let me know if you do know. What do you guys think of my ranking? Let me know. I've said that a lot. I'm going to sign off now. This has been the guy who makes random tier lists. I'll see you tomorrow with another video.